Euro.
Hello.
Hello, how are you? Are you better now?
Yeah.
Okay. So did you manage to do what you wanted for the delay? Or was the delay from my side?
From your side,
Okay.
I was fine with the time.
Okay. Thanks a lot for your schedule. Okay. So how is it in the homework?
It didn't run.
Okay, but you did try, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And yeah, you can start to share. It is hot in Penang and it is quite jam. Is it? Is it the same in KL?
Now it's not.
It's not jam. I mean, there is no jam.
Right
Oh,
now it's not jam.
wow. Maybe then people is traveling from Penang to Kuala Lumpur because I see the way to Kuala Lumpur is the road is quite yeah, crowded. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah. Okay. Can you summarize me about what you did? Okay. Yeah, you can try to run first and see.
Yeah, this is not what I don't know what this is.
Okay.
I didn't write this, and it's supposed to print a move was successful, but it didn't print anything.
Okay, but okay, first of all, I mean, we are not okay. When we are to the right, we do not move diagonally. We move. I mean, I'm not sure how you achieve that. I mean, it did move diagonally, but the direction is actually pointing to the right. So the direction here is to the right. So I just wonder, when you made when you made the code check, so can you show me where is move forward, for example? Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so if the direction is up, okay, and I see the direction here is to the right. So it means that you're supposed to actually, I mean, if we look here and we try to execute, then we will find that you're supposed to move to the right. So I am just wondering how you managed to do that. Can you let me check? Can you let me know the direction up? So this direction is a global variable. Is it? Is it a global variable? Yes, it's supposed to be a global variable. So let me know what is the current condition of the global variable. So what is inside the global variable at the moment? Do you know how to see that?
Search again.
Okay, so I mean, you didn't hear me, right?
You asked me what the global
Current
variable
direction. Yeah,
is.
yeah. So where we are able to check the direction. It's the global variables, right?
Just go up top.
Yes. So the global variable, where is the direction?
It's
So you
right.
okay, so it's right. It means that you never executed. I mean, if your code is working perfect, then your direction should not be right, because if it is right, you will never execute the case where you say the direction equal downright, and then you move according to the downright. The downright have a condition, but if you look at the code that you just show me now, it doesn't have this. So this direction, we will test it with an if statement. Can you go where you test the direction with if statement, please? I think move forward, I believe. Yes. So at the moment, your direction is right. So this will get executed.
Yeah.
So you will not execute this if statement. I mean, you should be doing here, right? This downright means that I am here and I will increment both the row and the column and go here. So how? What should we do to fix that?
Maybe I don't put direction as right.
You put it what?
No, but I have to put it as right, or else it would not know where to go.
Okay, what about your if statement? But that then the if statement will raise a condition. Okay, can you do me a favor, please? Can you write? Okay, understood. I understand your confusion. So can you come here, put a print statement, please? Print. Incrementing the column by 1. Just write incrementing the column by 1 in a double quotation. Yes. And you come here also so that we don't have to repeat that. So we would like to know if this is executed. So just also put print statement incrementing the row and the column by 1. Both the row and the column by 1. Okay, and let us go first to remove this so that this is not printed every time. Can you go to process input, please? Process input. Yep, go up. Process input, yes, here. So slowly, let me check any print statement. Where is the print statement here? So comment that line. This one. This no. Control Z, yeah. I mean, yep, here, yes, the print. Yep. Let me check if there is another. Can you go down a little bit? Okay, there is nothing. I would say go up. What about the process forward? No. Okay, you run first, and then from there we try to. Interesting. It means that. Let me try to. This is very strange. I mean, we did not print anything that related. So you write dr. Can you show me where is dr? When you write this command, what do you execute?
Downright. It goes to my function, downright, which is here. It comes here.
Okay. So you're calling this oh. So it means that you okay. And what is special move? What is the code in the special move at the moment?
Nothing.
Nothing? So okay.
This
So
was given.
yep. Okay. But it means that you did not follow. I mean, okay, I understand. You managed to do it. I totally understand. But you actually, I mean, you jumped all the restriction and the checking that he is doing. So the code typically, when he get an input, he have to check. I think he got check forward first, and then after he check forward, he go up. Can you give me a second? I will let you know exactly. Yeah, give me a second. I will open here. So I think you must keep the flow of the code. I mean, at the moment, yes, you're partially working, but okay. So the first thing that I think I need to share that so that I explain it in a we should not break the integrity of the code. So it means that if there is something that he do, we need to follow the same way he is doing, so that we don't remove the checking. So at the moment, process input, you call the function from there. So if you go right,
I
go.
don't have a separate function.
Sorry again.
So I'm not supposed to have a separate function. I'm supposed to add it to somewhere.
No. It's fine. It's totally fine if you. I mean, it's totally fine that you make your function. I was expecting that you put it in a special move, but it doesn't harm much when you created your specific function. But still your specific function need to follow the same style here. I mean, you jump at the. I mean, if you look that when he is moving forward, this calls process forward, and process forward check first, check forward, and the check forward will call the move forward. So you need to do your movement, even if you make a special function, you should make use of these three. This is because at the moment you did not check the direction. I mean, he checks the direction here first. Or no, he doesn't check the direction here. Checking direction is either here or here. Okay, so based on the direction, then he decide. But you did not do that. You write the if condition, but you never call it from a special function. So I mean, I don't know how to explain that, but let me think how we can explain that. I mean, I want you to look how we do the movement. Sorry again.
Are you sharing screen?
Yes, please.
Oh.
Can you see now?
Yeah.
Okay. So what I wanted to say that at least we look at how he process or makes the FD work. Okay. So this is how we should put when we have a command that is called downright, for example. So this downright should work exactly the same like this FD. Okay, maybe it will have different, a little bit changes, but it should work similar. So we need to check when he call FD, what does he do? So you will find that he always call process forward, and process forward, before it call move forward, it will check first, and the check for obstacles, he's doing it where? Here, so that you don't have to re-implement. I understand that. And I mean, maybe you need time to be able to digest that you need to do changes to different functions, but that is how we do it. And that actually reduces the amount of mistakes that we will do. If we create our function that ignores these three functions, we might fall into mistakes. And definitely if he writes the code, most of the functions have to use these three, so we also have to follow the same concept. I cannot make my special downright function that does not call any of those. So that is also one point. So maybe, okay, first of all, are we able to go to process forward and check it? What is the code inside the process forward?
Yeah.
Okay. So process forward will have a for loop, and it will keep calling check forward, and if it returns true, we will move forward. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay. So are you? I mean, you did write. I mean, I will stop sharing. You did write actually the code there. So in the process forward, okay, you write here max. Okay, we are not in max here, and maybe process forward. We could. Sorry again.
This is from last time.
Yes, exactly. So can you comment the print count? This one, line 9. Yeah, 9. No, not this one. 983. So it doesn't keep printing this. And also this, please. So actually, this is just to remove the prints that keep being printed out. Okay. I think if we look at the process forward, we will see that what he do. Can you come down here to these 2 lines? So he most of the code is here. So I think you, even when you write your function downright, you should use the same method, which means that you check forward and then you move forward. So you should call this here. So you cannot move with just, I mean, I understand what you did here, but it means that you already overcoming what kind of checks this code is implementing. So you are actually rewriting the code. So I would not recommend that. So I think we should use something like that. Inside you downright. You're getting confused. Am I right?
I know you want me to put it here, but like where? I'm still thinking. But check forward doesn't include my code. Wait, okay.
A check forward does not include your code. You already make a special function which is downright, which is okay, acceptable. But inside downright function, you should follow his same style. So
Then
the style he say, if check forward equal true, then move forward. And this move forward will check what is our direction. If our direction is actually downright, then we will increment the column.
Should I move this to check forward?
You move what exactly? Sorry again.
Should I move this?
No, not this. No, I mean.
Then why? No, but then if I don't do that, then check forward wouldn't be true. I mean, it would be true, but like it wouldn't run this.
Okay, what does check forward? Can you show me? Check forward do what? So check forward will check that your direction is currently downright.
Yeah.
If your current direction is downright, so it will check. It will do this checking for you. It will check that when you move here, there is no obstacle. So if then it will return true and false. So why do you actually need to okay. If we are writing a function and we are confused, is it possible that you try to comment all the code that you have except the globals in the downright function? So comment all the code except.
How do you do it? Can you, is it?
Yep. Okay, good. So I want you to also comment line 1000 and 1001. Okay, can you put now a print statement here? Put a print statement and let it print. Check forward. Yeah, okay, you can write. Yeah. Okay. No. Wait. A check forward. Wait. This check forward will only print this for us. I want to actually call and make a comma and then call the check forward function inside the print. So I want to see it return to me true or false. Is that possible?
You want me to put here true or false?
No, I want you to put comma after the double quotation. After the double quotation. And write this check forward as a function with two brackets. Okay. So I would say, if we want to do that and we want to get a result, we have to make our current direction downright. Go up to the global variable. Okay, can you try to run and see? So this is your downright function. So this is return true. So you checked, you did not do any movement. You only checked if this check forward, it means that it checked that this place does not have any obstacle. So the current place or the planned place where you plan to move does not have any obstacles, so it gives you true. So it means that you are able to move without an issue. Is that clear to you or no?
Yeah.
Clear. Okay, so what would be the next step? So it means that we are now calling the correct function and it is checking and returning true to us. So you're concerned that if you didn't copy the code to check forward, the code will not work. Maybe not 100% accurate. So I would say that yes, we are getting true here. So it means that I'm still checking his own methods and using it, but I only modified this. So if the direction is downright, so I'm able to do the downright movement without an issue. Can you do one more confirmation and check? So I want you to put an if statement inside this downright movement or diagonal movement. So I want you to, before you even call the check forward, you need to confirm that the current direction is actually, and go to downright here. So you are calling check forward. I want you to put an if statement before here. Just make sure that the direction is actually downright, or else you just get it an error. So if the direction is equal downright, then you start to execute. So equal downright. Okay. And do you need to print anything? Okay. Yeah.
Then you have to print something.
I would say that you print only on the else. So let us focus on printing. You already have a printing here. So just indent that print so that it belongs to this if. So it means that I only check forward if it is downright. There is no point to check if it is not downright. So I put an else here, and on the else, I would print, you will print the current direction. So let him know that the direction now is not downright and it is whatever. It is, you can just, can print direction. Okay, enough, totally enough. Now, okay, go. Never mind. What is the error? Process input. Oh, the input is empty. That is excellent. That is excellent. It means that this code does not catch when you don't input something here. So that could be a possible bug in the code that he can ask you in. I mean, did you understand what I'm trying to say?
No.
Okay. When you don't empty, when you enter an empty command here, it gives you an error. he does not accept it. He does not. I mean, he cannot handle that you put something empty. You press enter without entering any command. Can you run again? Press enter without entering anything. Okay, okay, no problem. So, okay. So, I mean, as you see, you say downright, but he printed for you the direction. It means that he printed to us the direction. Can I check the if condition that you put again, please? Why he printed to us downright and why is I got it.
It
All
didn't print anything.
okay. Can you confirm that your downright is actually correct? So it actually what it did is that it printed this
Oh,
arrow.
wait. Oh. Let me check.
Downright I mean this downright. This downright is all in capital. Am I right?
Yeah.
So
They changed it to capital.
yes, you should. No, not here. This is only you compare the yeah, this one. Still not working.
Yeah.
If direction equal downright. Print direction. Why is it printing this direction? That is quite tricky. Can you try to do a print here? So I would say put a comma and put dash like that. And I want you to also print down right. So right here, down right, all in capital, of course. In between the bracket, so you can't put a comma after the bracket. So this you should remove that bracket and should put it at the end. Yeah. Okay, try to run again and let us see what it prints, just to confirm. Hmm. That is quite strange. That is quite strange. Um, can you try to search? Hmm. Okay, so I want you to go at process input and take this, copy this part, Yala, go to process input, please. I would just like to know if there is a code that we have that change the direction after we initialize it. Or I think, wait, make a control F. So I would like to search in the code for every line that have direction equal. So it means that I would like to check where in the code, okay, yeah, Lagi, you check, yeah, go down more. Aha, wait. So it means that when we, okay. I think I got that. So do you see here what is happening? I think, do you understand? So I initialize the direction to be downright, but inside the code, inside the main, I am assigning right to the direction. So I'm actually overwriting what I initialize the direction for here. So never mind, just to confirm our understanding, go to process input where you call the downright function. So where in the code you call the downright?
Process input.
Process input, exactly, yes. So go to process input, show me where you call, go down here, go down. Yep, it's here. So I want you to put the print statement that you take it as a copy before you call downright. So I want to confirm that, yep, that's good. Yes, now stop and run again. Okay, yeah. So even, I mean, when I printed that here, it means that even before we call the downright, the direction actually is already changed. It's not called downright anymore. So I would say that after this, or before this line, come here, press enter, and I would say that you need to write this command: direction equal down right. So you write no. I want you to do it here. Press enter here before the print. Yep. Right direction equal down right. When you do that, you make sure you are actually making sure that your current direction is down right. Make it proper. Yeah, that's good. Okay, now try to run, please. And since you are running, just use, yeah. So we manage again. I mean, okay, now this is printing what is correct for us. So it means that we managed to make the direction is quite downright at the moment. And we have our check forward printed true. So we confirmed that the direction is like that. Okay, if check forward is true, it means that I already checked that this place is okay for me to move. So if and if the check forward is true, I need to do the same way. So if I would like to check the code in the move forward, the code in move forward should have a part. If my arrow is going down like that, diagonally, I should check. So check the function for move forward, please. So, okay, move forward. It will check whatever up, down, and so on. And then if the direction is downright, it will increment the row and the column. And this is actually the movement. Because if you increment the pointer row and pointer column, it means that whenever he draw your arrow, he would draw it in the updated place, which is column 1, column +1, and row +1, which means that you move diagonally. So So it means also we can still call this function to do the movement for us. We don't need to do our own function to do the movement. So this is the incrementation that is done for the column and the row. And we do that in the same place. We do it for up, right, and down, and every place we want to. So if we want to change the movement, we better do it in this exact place that he do the movement for everything else. We don't need to reinvent the wheel by creating our own function or making a function too big. So go again to downright function that you created. And my recommendation also that when you create a function that is, so first of all, forget about what we're saying. Did you understand? What did you understand so far? I don't want to keep talking and then I lose you somewhere and then I'm not sure where you are. You're lost.
What's your question?
Okay, what did you understand from me so far?
We have to print to know where's the error.
Okay, this is the only thing that you managed to get from me. Okay, so, okay. At the moment, do you, okay, and let me ask here, do you understand what is this and why is it happening? Why is it returning true for me? Do you know from where you printed this?
Well, no. You printed it from the downright.
Excellent. Okay. And okay, process forward. Can you go to process forward? I copy, no, process forward is here. So I copied the exact same style that he created. So the exact style that he created, come here, come down here, just a little bit. Oh, yeah. So I am trying to mimic his exact way of doing a movement. His way of doing a single movement for FD, if you write FD, he will actually execute that for that. These two code is the one responsible for movement. Okay, but these two code with FD, it move to the right, to the left, up and down. It does not move any diagonal movement. It does not do this kind of movement, right? So you made a function yourself, which is called downright, which is excellent. That's great. So, but we need to mimic the exact same way. I don't need to implement a new way of movement. So we at the moment, we did a change. You did a change. In such check forward, you added an if condition that you check direction equal downright. You did that on your own. And under that, you make two changes, column +1, and you did row +1, okay? And then, sorry, I apologize, truly apologize, sorry, that you did not do in the check forward. You did that in the move forward. And in the check forward, you do something, which is you check for obstacle, check obstacle. If check obstacles return true to me, then I am free to move. So I will call move forward. What the move forward do? You did put direction. If it is equal downright, you increment the column by 1 and the row by 1. And that is what is needed. This is what we all want to achieve, is to increment the column and the row. If you going up or right or left or down, you only increase the column or the row. You don't increase both. Only on the diagonal movement, you increase both. And you did that on your own. And that should be clear to you because you did it. So what I want to say, the code inside downright should only use this kind of if statement. You should check forward. If it is true, do the move forward. If you try to write these two lines, it will achieve the moving diagonally without an issue. So again, I am trying to mimic what you did before. I mean, this code is designed for FD. So we should not move it. We should not use it for our downright movement. Okay. But we try to take this, since we modified these two functions, that it will take care of the direction when it is downright. We should move it. We should use it in your downright function. So I would recommend, if you don't mind, because that is slightly confusing, this downright function, can you name it diagonal move? Or diagonal downright? Or downright diagonal? I mean, the DW have no problem. Don't change the DW itself. DW is totally fine. Or DR is totally fine. What I'm checking, I just want you to rename this function. This, instead of writing downright, just say diagonal movement. And copy exactly the same and move. Yeah, exactly, move it, copy it, go up. Go up more, one more time. Okay, here, change it here. Okay. So is it possible that you try to run first to make sure that everything is okay before we continue? So it seems that there is no error in the code. So it means that the change that you have wrote of changing the function name is working fine. So when you call diagonal, it will do the downright movement. And now at the moment we check forward, are you able to write the two if statement? So if check forward equal true, move forward. Okay, try to run. Does it move?
No.
Interesting. Can we check? Can we check? First of all, just comment this, please, and write a print statement. Yeah. So can you write a print statement here? No. Print inside the if. I want to know if the if is actually yeah, print moving diagonally. Oh, diagonal movement. Yeah, moving diagonally. Okay, that's good. Stop and run again. Still, we didn't move. And we did not print moving diagonally. It means that this check forward is a function. And you should put two brackets.
Oh,
this,
yeah.
This is a function. So, okay, now it's moved. Does it move?
No. Oh, yeah, it does. It moved.
It moved, right? And it moved, and
Yeah.
we printed. That's why I can only troubleshoot the code based on the print statement. If I don't see a print statement, it means that this was not evaluated to true. So I need to, I will know where to investigate. So you might not.
We didn't really do anything.
Sorry again?
Well, we didn't really do anything.
I mean,
we only added like.
I mean, you did most of the work. It is just the finishing of the work that you didn't do it. I mean, you did most of the work. Why? Because you are the one who modified this, and you are the one who modified the move forward and the check forward. Only, I just only modified a little bit. I didn't use your code. I only use his skeleton function. This is a helper function. I use it. This is a helper function. I use it. You did do the changes inside. You are the one who did it, not me. So I mean, did you understand them, or is it something that you still don't understand why it worked?
Let me check
Yes,
for
please. Yes.
this if check forward equals true, so that it means that it immediately goes to the
It will
downright
call, yes,
here,
it will
right?
go to, exactly. It will go to the downright, and it will check this if statement. If this if statement return that there is no obstacle, if there is an obstacle, it will turn false. But if it doesn't, it will return true, and that's what we want, that there is no obstacle. So that was the if statement that you're already putting down here.
So if it's true, then then it'll move forward.
So check move forward. Move forward is basically also based on the direction. That's why he printed that here.
Then it will just move. This is the part that moves it.
Exactly. Exactly. The movement is really only updating these two variables. Any movement that you need to achieve is in these two variables. And if you look here, you always increment or subtract only from either the row or the column. Only diagonally, you need to take care about both, updating both. So even if you want to go maybe, so now you're doing down right. If you do down left, you should also update the column and the row. If you want to go to say up left and
If
up
it's
right.
down left, if it's down left, is it -1? And then -1.
Down left -1 in the
column and row.
Wait, let me see. So we are here. If we go down, we subtract the row. No, we don't subtract the row. The row still, the row is +1 because we go down. But
yeah, and the column goes left.
Column -1.
Yeah.
So here +1 for the row and the column. Here +1 for the row and the column -1. If you want to go up, it means that the row -1 and the column also -1. And if you want to go up here, so I would say the column, this is a row, this is a column. So the row will increment because you are more, no, the row will increment +1. The row will, if you are here and you go up, it means that you subtract the row -1. So that's how you should do it. So if your position is here, you want to go here. So that's how you should put your incrementation and decrementation of the row and the column.
Okay.
Clear? Fine?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is excellent. Okay. Do you need time to digest?
No.
Okay. Then I would still, that's just a little change. I will always try to understand the code that he is writing and try to mimic it. So look at the code of what he put in, let me see, I think process forward. So if you look at the process forward, what did he do in the process forward? Process forward. No, it's down.
Yeah.
So in the process forward, he follow this same style. So do you see here, old row, old column? Okay. And then if this, I mean, go down for the if statement. So if this is evaluated to false, so he will do this. So I would say I would do exactly the same. So I will not do a break because there is no for loop that I should break. But at least I should put this in the else. At the moment, our else in the diagonal movement only print that we cannot move diagonally, but it does not do this. So I would say, since I would like to mimic the code that he produced, in any changes. So I will take these 3, 1, 2, 3, and I will put them in my code. And I will also put these 2 lines up here. So if you do that in the diagonal, so first of all, just to let you not confuse, can you copy these three lines, put it in the else?
Is it where?
And go down. So this is your else. Yes, you put them here. Okay, so it means that if the direction return false, sorry, if the check forward return false, I will do that kind of thing. And this, okay, and okay, so you are using what here? You're using old column and old row. So where is that? You should put them here initially here before the if. One more test and we are done with the diagonal movement.
Oh no.
Okay, you managed to move. That's okay. So it means that our code is still working fine. Okay, you stop here and let me share with you what kind of changes that we would like to implement. So I would say, let me see here. So most of the time you have a command that's called move forward. Okay, so I would like you to implement another command that is moving backward. So you should always make the same style that what he's doing. So this move backward, it means that so if you are here, so you move backward like that. So your arrow become here. So if you are up, so backward means going down like that. Okay. If you are to the left, so this is your backward. Okay. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Okay. How to implement that?
Let me think.
And again, don't reinvent the wheel. He have certain function that he always check for obstacles and he check for direction before he actually implements the movement. So use those.
Oh, okay. Just pointer row -1. Wait, depends, right? Oh wait, just
It
back.
depends on the up. His direction is up or down or.
So if direction is right, then pointer row equals pointer row board pointer row -1,
Mhm.
and then yeah, column also -1.
When we are not moving diagonally, so you have to either subtract the row or the column
Oh,
based on your.
plus row -1 and column +1.
For the right and left, you have to do the column -1 or +1. For the up and right, you have to do the rows -1 or +1. It depends. So up and down, you update the row. Right and left, you update the column, either it's -1 or +1. And you can make your own function also if you want.
Yeah, but if the direction is right for the backward, if your current direction is right, then the board will if then it will print. Then you just type board pointer row and then pointer column -1.
Mhm. Yes.
Yeah, and then just continue
Okay. So I
for
mean,
the rest of the left, like left, right, back, like up, down. Continue for the same thing.
so okay. Are you able
After that,
to?
you do.
Yeah.
Huh? I'll just do it now.
You don't.
I
You
can do
want?
it tomorrow. I can do it tomorrow also.
Okay. No problem. Okay. That's good. Okay. And I would say, mhm, let me see here. Okay. So, yep, you can do that as a homework. What about if we want to implement a jump command? So it means that you have an obstacle. So you are here, and there is an obstacle in front of you. So I want you to implement a command that if you have one obstacle in front of you, you are able to jump it. Definitely, this kind of jump command will typically be tied, which means that maybe you only allowed to use it once or twice during the game. So this only work if this have an obstacle, but you have a free and empty place here. So it means that you are able to just jump one time and come here.
Yeah.
So how also you can implement that?
Um. So
So the first thing,
okay, if user if okay, if they enter jump. Wait, let me think. Okay. If direction e equals jump, then board pointer.
wait, direction does not have jump. Direction have
Oh wait,
up,
right.
up, right, left,
Oh yeah.
diagonal, down, right. Okay.
But then
So
after equal jump to something.
jump is a command, and so you can also, instead of writing jump like that, this is a command that is a string. You can also write JP as a short for jump. Also, it's totally fine. But this it have to be entered where we always write commands. Where we write commands,
Oh,
process input. So
this also needs to consider where if the arrow is pointing right, left, or up, down, right, or not.
yes, you have to consider that, yes.
Yeah.
Because again, I mean, so if you are right, if you are right looking right, so you need to check if this is an obstacle. How can you check? I mean, based on your direction, you need to check which one. I mean, you need to check that this is an obstacle, so it means that you need to add +1 for the column to check if this is an obstacle. If it is, then the second check would be to check that this is empty. So you need to do two
But
checks.
then you have to do that for all the sides.
What do you mean by all the sides? Yes, you have to take care of when it is, I mean, yes, you have to take care of when it is down, when it is up, and when it is also left. So you have to do check also here that this is an obstacle and this is empty. Then you are able to jump. If these two conditions does not satisfy, that this is an obstacle, this is empty, you are not able to execute the jump command.
Okay.
Painful it is. Painful. I know.
So much. I already know it's coming.
Okay. But again, this is a training. If you, I know it's painful, but the process of learning and in the inside out of the skeleton program, that you have to practice more exercises until you know the skeleton program from inside out.
Yeah.
So I will send you this on the WhatsApp and then let us give it a try.
Oh.
One by one. Don't think too much, please. Don't plan too much ahead. Don't plan too much ahead. So the first thing is you need to catch when the user input a command JP. So how you do that? Go to the process input and write your if statement, and just write one or two print statement to know that, okay, when you call JP, it's working. Then you start implementing what kind of function that you need to do with the JP. So simple things first. It's fine. You're not here.
Huh? What?
Where are you?
What do you mean?
I mean, okay. Did you understand that I asked you to start with simple things first?
Yeah.
Okay.
You said print JP.
Create a jump command
Huh? Yeah.
in the process input.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm creating it. Do I delete this?
Sorry again.
Do I delete this?
Yep. Yes, you can delete that. Yes.
Can I do this?
Move forward +1. What do you mean by +1?
Because
Move forward.
I mean, because if there's an obstacle, then you have to move forward by 2. When I can't change it, I can't change it here. If I change it here, then it will change it for the others also. So I don't know what to do.
I mean, wait. Your thinking is great, but okay, you move forward can be only added +1 if it returns something. So whatever it returns, you add +1 to it. But if you want to, I think what you want to do is to move forward 2 times. Am I right?
Yeah, but then there's only 1 here, so if I add another 1, it's 2.
Wait. So when he listen, when we write FD and we write here 2, isn't it exactly the same? So it means that I need to move forward 2 times. Is it true? When we write FD2 like that. So how he implement when we write FD2? How he implement it? He use a for loop, and the for loop will actually call the move forward a number of times based on the number that you put here. Did you understand that? Or
Yeah. That means wait.
So instead of writing +1, you can actually move forward 1 time and another time move forward. This is one of the solution. Although it doesn't look very smart, but yes, that is a simple solution, which is
Okay.
But there is no +1. There is no, I mean, the +1 only if you if this is return something and then you add 1 to it. Okay, that is look fine. Can you test the code before you write more?
There's another thing I have to write also, because if that oh wait, I forgot. Wait, let me check something. Yeah. Okay.
But this is a great thinking, actually. I think when you heat up, or when your brain warms up, you are actually doing great. It seems that at the start, okay.
That's a problem.
Yep, we have to check what is the problem. False is not defined, just that this is a simple issue. So maybe you don't need to write it all capital. Just line 1053, I think. Let's check. No, 115. 1015. Yep.
It jumped.
He doesn't jump, right?
Oh. I mean, because there's no obstacle.
Okay, okay, no problem. So the obstacle is in front of you here. I mean, so it means that you have to give some command to move this arrow until it reaches the obstacle. So it means that instead of writing JP first, jump first, so you should move forward first until you reach here.
Yeah.
Anything stopping you? Okay.
Oh, works.
Okay, that's great. So actually your code also is quite simple. I mean, the ideal solution that I planned was much longer than that, and you did that in a very short amount of lines, which is that is marvelous. Your brain sometimes work like diamonds. It produces diamond, but I think it depends on the mood, or maybe depends on the timing. I'm not very sure, but it works. Yeah, that's good. That's good. But okay, so I mean, we did not implement the error part, same like we did here. So we need to implement that. So it means that if he does not jump, we need to produce an error, and we need to say that the command does not work.
Yeah.
So how we do that?
Um, wait, why would it not work?
Okay. I mean, if you did not move forward, okay, can you write
Oh,
again?
wait, if you write jump when there's no obstacle in front, then it won't work. But that's the only time, right?
Yes, exactly. Yes. And we need to handle that with an error message. Same like
Oh,
we do that with other commands. So it means that the jump will not move, will not work, will not be executed.
okay.
But do you mind if I
Wait,
ask you something?
yeah.
Okay, this code that you write here, does it really depend on the direction? I mean, it won't work if it is left. I mean, do you
Oh, it
really
will
need to
work.
write
It will work if it's anything.
anything, right? It means
Yeah.
that you don't need to really write if direction equal right. It doesn't. It doesn't. You don't need to do that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because anyway, if it is right, left, or whatsoever, it will still work.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so
Wait, let me think.
yeah.
Wait, I was just supposed to print a message, right? What else was I supposed to do?
You should follow the exact same way when you write forward and it doesn't move. So you in most of the code here, we only need to write error equal 1. That is the thing. I mean, if you yes,
But that's it, I
yes,
think.
yes, that's it. Yes.
Yeah.
But when you run, you will just need to fix the error here. So you indented the if. Yeah, you need to.
What was it? Oh, jump. Okay.
Okay, that's good. Yes, yes, that's excellent. Can I ask you, can you press enter without entering anything? And write go? This is a problem. This is a bug in the code. Okay. So how you can, this bug produce an error like this, which is a list index out of range. How can we fix that bug?
Maybe the maybe the check forward
Can you check here the line, please?
103.
So it's 1033. So the error is here. I think you already know that. So when he is trying to split the command, he expects if there is only one command, then we will find FD only. If we put FD space and 5, for example, then there will be two parts of the array, if you remember. He will divide that into two parts, like this. So here you enter nothing. So he split this nothing to make an array of it. So definitely parts will contain nothing. So you need to catch that condition and prevent him from keep running this code. So this code should not run if you enter nothing.
So if parts equals 0, wait, if parts equals 0, then right, let me think. Can I say if parts equals 0, then process forward 0?
So I would say if you want to test something like that, then I would say put a print statement here and put inside it the condition, which is you want to say parts equal 0. So by doing a print, then you will know that if this is the correct way to actually handle that or not, if this can work as a condition. Okay. Okay. Press enter without anything. Go. So it does not even print anything. So, does it? That it did. You see here the false.
Yeah.
So it means that this is not the way to catch the error, because that is giving you false. It means that parts is not equal 0.
Yeah.
So is it when we have an array, we get if the array is equal nothing just by checking it equals 0, or by getting len?
Oh,
the array,
if len of parts equals 0.
yes. So you check, you still in the print, put len parts. No, the bracket should be around the len. Yes, exactly. No, just like that. Yes. Try to run and see. So it is true, it is equal 0. So it means that this condition are able to catch that issue, which means that if you put it in if statement, then you will be able to prevent this from getting executed. Because if you execute it, you will face an error on this line. So it means that I should never check this if statement if this return true. If this, so it means that in short, we can do it the opposite. When should we execute this? If this return false. If it means that the part is not equal 0. We only want to execute that if statement and the remainder of the lines if the length is bigger than 0, for example, or not equal 0. I think
I need to rename this thing.
Yes, yes, yes. And modify it so that it works for your condition. Yes. Why? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Fine.
Oh wait, can you do this? It's like 2.
No,
Yeah.
you can't. I mean, no, you should not do that. Even though there is a usage for this kind of thing, because if you execute this, it will store true inside length. But I don't think that this is what you want to do. So it is possible that you can do it. It is possible you still can use that, actually. Yes, you are able to use it, but you just put it in a bracket. So just be aware that the length will be having true or false.
Wait, what do you want me to do if it's what do you want me to do?
Okay. So what is the condition at the moment? When we enter nothing, this condition before return true. So when it enter nothing, we do not want this code to run. So when we enter nothing and this is true, we do not want this to run. So I think we need to do the opposite, which is the opposite. Okay, yeah, fine. Yeah, what you're doing is not bad at all. Since you are thinking it using your mind, that's great. And then what is the else? I mean, yes, we know when it is true, there is an error. But
Yeah,
if it,
you need to say something or not?
think about it. What we need to do on the else.
Um, if you can, if length doesn't equal to 0, it, but it will become 0 because you entered space. Wait.
When we need to execute this, when we are able to execute these lines from line 1309 until the
When
end.
length is not 0.
Okay, so it means that your else here.
This. I indent all this.
Exactly. Yes.
For work now.
I think you have, yeah, indentation error.
103. One over 7.
I think my advice to you, can you make Control Z again? Because I think you mixed the indentation and that will cause a long time for you to recover from that. Make Control Z until you return to the initial state. Yeah, Control Z, more. Okay, yep. Now notice, please, just notice here the indentation. This if have its associated else if here. And this if have these two belong to it. So when you indent, you have to be careful that this if I have to be indented with these two else if and the remaining. Yep. No. Control Z, please. Okay. It's actually 1055 and 1056. You have to indent 1055, 10. Did you manage now?
Yeah.
Okay, that is excellent. That is excellent. Yeah, that's good. So yeah, you managed to fix a bug that in the skeleton program. So high chance that you might see that kind of, because it's a bug in the code that come originally from them. Okay, that's good. That's really great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you
So
send me the questions that we did today?
yes, definitely, I will do it immediately after the class. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, we did today. Is it? I mean, I can give you the exercise now, but if you want the questions, let me think. Do you need it
Can
immediately
you
today?
send me all the questions that we did?
We did. I did. In every slide, every link that you have on the slides, you have the question that I give you the question that we have and the original answer and the ideal answer. Okay, and then the exercise. So the exercise definitely come without an answer, but the questions that we did during the class, yes, we have. I always give you the answers with them.
Okay.
So can you check them on the same links that I send every time?
Yeah.
Okay. So see you next class.
Okay.
Okay, take care. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.